So I hit this kid with my mom's Honda. So I'm kind of weird. It's not my fault. My parents are different races. They come from different gene pools, but they both knew how to swim. My mom's Irish. My dad's Filipino. We got Asian people in the house for my Asian people. You guys are like, oh, this is Utah, dummy. We don't even have Asian people in our Chinese restaurants. Just one guy who's been to San Francisco. I'm Irish and Filipino. That's called mestizo, which means looks adopted. My mom's from Maine. I don't know if you've ever been to Maine, but that's like the whitest place on earth. People from Maine are so white, Canadians call them honkies. And I lived in Maine. I was so Asian when I lived in Maine. My friends would follow me around all day. They'd be like, do something Asian, do something Asian. Do something Asian, do something Asian. Do something Asian, do something Asian. So I hit this kid with my mom's Honda. I'm like, that's Asian, right? I don't know. This is a lot easier than calligraphy. And we're Filipino. They had no idea what Filipinos were. They're like, Filipinos, isn't that what you put on nachos? I'm like, no, that's jalapenos, Grandma. She's all confused. Filipinos, give me gas. So we lived there. When we weren't Filipino, we were Chinese. Because if you're the only Asian family in an all-white neighborhood in America, you're Chinese by default. It was difficult because all the other families thought we did Chinese things. They thought we knew karate, thought we ate rice every meal. If there's a dog missing in the neighborhood. Yeah, guess whose fault that is? All the flyers go on our door. I'm just kidding. We don't do that anymore. We got a Walmart. And once you get a Walmart, no one goes hungry. I've never seen a skinny person in front of a Walmart. It is an honor to be here. Thank you for having me. I feel kind of out of place. I do not sound like I've been hanging out in a dry bar. But I sound like this all the time. I was born with cerebral palsy. A lot of people don't know what that means. It means I really suck at building model airplanes. I'm terrible. My friends look at the models I build. They're like, whoa, what kind of airplane is that? That one shot down. But the glue smells great. It's not all bad. There's some good things about having disability. Your friends ever ask you to help them move? Like, Will, come on, that's so fragile. Go get some pillows. All right, some of you are laughing, some of you are staring at me like I'm building a library in West Virginia. This is completely unnecessary. You can't read in a mind. Bringing the book back, it's got fingerprints all over it. So I turn around, people are nice to me. They say nice things. They're like, oh, you have disability, but you speak so well. Oh, you have CP, but you act so normal. Like, I'm going to get up here and act as handicapped as possible. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a product of a lot of love on my parents' part and a lot of physical therapy, which cost them a ton of money. Oh, they're not happy. They could have had a boat. My dad calls me Sea-Doo. My friends say I'm lucky, though, because I went to regular high school. They're like, ooh, you're so lucky you went to regular school? Because at regular school, I was a handicapped kid. If I went to special school, I would have been a man. Think about it, I've been captain of the football team. Got to date the prom queen. All the kids would be like, well, it's a man. He can eat soup. Come on, we're shaky, it's a liquid. That's a great joke if you like physics. We are getting bigger. I read that 60% of Americans are overweight, 60%. But hey, man, we work really hard. We live sedentary lifestyles. We don't exercise. We eat funny foods. We drink too much. We smoke too much. We drive everywhere. 60% sounds about right. But at the same time, 60% of adults are overweight. 2 to 5 kids could have been hungry every night. Like, how the heck does that happen? Like, there should be some program where, like, hungry kids hang out with big fat people, you know? Called the Can I Get Some of That program? or Bigger Brother. Help me, Bigger Brother. I won't be just like you. Show me the ways of the Golden Corral. It's funny because the last joke just got me fired from a cruise ship. Not because I was making fun of fat people. It was because Chinese people thought I was racist towards Asians. Yeah, work out that math in your head. Has anyone else here gotten fired for being racist at your job? No, just me. The half-Asian disabled guy's the only racist in the house? It's really traumatic because I've done that joke for a long time, right? And I don't want to hurt people's feelings. It's just something that really happened. And so I was like, hey, can I talk to them? Can I apologize? And they're like, yeah, they don't speak English. I just don't get it. Like, I guess they don't have a lot of comedy in China, you know. They don't show Winnie the Pooh on the internet because it makes fun of their president. It's a real thing. You can't Google Winnie the Pooh because he... Yeah. Apparently the one thing they aren't stealing from us is a sense of humor. And that joke wasn't even part of the joke that got me fired. So I just came out the dog thing. I own a dog. Does anyone here have a dog? Any dog people now? What kind of dog do you have?
German Warehouse Pointer.
A German Warehouse Pointer. That's 3 things. They come from a petri dish. I have a pit bull because apparently I don't like my furniture. Me and my wife, we own them together. She made me get health insurance for my dog. I don't have health insurance, but my dog, fully covered. She's like, what happens if he gets sick? I'm like, we'll get another dog. They had a whole box of them. So since it's paid for, we take our dog Conrad to the doctor all the time. And while I'm bringing him, I'm like, hey, doc, I think you need some Lipitor. Can I borrow a Z-Pack, buddy? We got puppy, we got baby, everybody, yeah! Puppy and a baby. My house smells awesome. My little baby Zinny's the happiest baby in the world. He's always smiling and laughing, except when I go to pick him up, and then he gets really mad because he see me drop a lot of things. Instead of receiving blankets, everyone gave us bubble wrap. I'm just kidding. We got a bungee cord system. People buy you a lot of stuff when you have a baby. They've been buying us these baby Einstein videos. Does anyone here use baby Einstein? I'm like, really? Einstein, the smartest man that ever lived? Isn't that overshooting a little bit? How about baby moves out of the house at 18? Baby doesn't work at Hooters. I don't want him to redefine the universe. I just want him to leave eventually. Plus, I found out Albert Einstein didn't talk. He was 4 years old. He should have had the videos. So now I live in Florida. I took my kids to the beach on Saturday. Yeah, that's awesome. Gotta be careful. Like, I took them to the beach. It was a beach. Clothing was optional. I was like, oh, we're out of here. And we left right away. But I noticed the one good thing about a beach like that is on that kind of beach, I'm a good-looking man. There's a lot of ugly people, dude. You know, put your shirt on, buddy. The horses are trying to eat. I get to travel a lot. That's the part of being a comedian. I went to Alabama. Nice people in Alabama. Every time I go there, they always yell me, though. They call me Yankee. Yankee. I'm like, I'm from Virginia. Yankee. I'm like, Virginia's the capital of Confederacy. Oh. Yankee. I went to Robert E. Lee High School. How Yankee could I be? All right, that joke's not funny anymore. I lived in lots of places. I grew up in Virginia. Later life, I moved to Texas. That was a big change. That's like growing up in Athens and moving to Sparta. Which is a funny joke if you read books. If you watch Honey Boo Boo, not so funny. I watch a lot of TV. TV makes you a better person. It's a fact. I saw it on the news. My favorite show is Judge Judy. Do you guys like Judge Judy? Oh, I love that show because it makes me feel better about my life. And Judge Judy makes $30 million a year. Can you believe that? $30 million a year to the Judge Judy show. $30 million a year to go, give the dog back. Don't wear his pants no more. $30 million, what a waste of money. We should spend our money better. I don't know, maybe we should pay teachers $30 million a year. How about that? Yeah, and then there'd be no dummies to go on the Judge Judy show. Oprah's not on TV anymore. That makes me feel sad. How am I going to live without Oprah? How will I get my free Ford Focuses and my terrible novels? Oh, come on, you can laugh. She's not here tonight. Oprah's like 1984. People don't laugh. They're like, she might find out and take away my cable. I used to watch a show called Oprah After Show. It's really cool. It was on Lifetime on Saturday nights. I watch it with my mom. Don't judge. And the premise of Oprah After Show was after the Oprah show, they allowed the audience to talk to Oprah, and they would record that, and that'd be a whole nother show. And people would go crazy when they got to meet Oprah. There's one lady went insane. She's like, oh my God, Oprah! Oh my God, Oprah! I love your show. I used to hate myself, and then I watch your show, and you say, girl, don't hate yourself. And I don't hate myself no more. I was like, wow, Oprah's so wise. Don't hate yourself. So I'm going to write that down. She should have her own magazine. I know she does. That's called sarcasm. I feel like some of us are learning about comedy for the first time. Later on, we'll try some irony, and if you do really well, we'll make it to satire. My parents were cool. Clap if you had parents. All right, some of you aren't clapping. We must need a hug. My parents tried to give me a normal childhood. They signed me up for Little League. Not a good idea. I was horrible. My coach always yelled at me, "Will, why are you scared of the ball?" Because it keeps hitting me in the face. I'm allergic to concussions, coach. Can I play concession stand now? I'm the only kid in the outfield with a hockey mask on. My family's Catholic. We're not too devout. We're more like the Catholic Reserve. No, we show up about 2 weekends a year. We're like, hey, Merry Easter. It's dangerous to talk about religion and politics. I like politics. I love political speakers. My favorite for a long time was Arnold Schwarzenegger because he made me feel very articulate. Arnold got a lot of trouble. He wasn't very faithful. I think it's funny he got more trouble with that than he did ruining the state of California. But hey, we got 49 more, and that one's gonna fall in the ocean anyways. I do like listening to Arnold talk though. He's always like, "We will terrorize the terrorists. Do not be economically man." Okay, I know that's a horrible impersonation, but that's like Arnold with cerebral palsy. For some reason, all my impersonations sound like that. I don't know why. I practice in front of the mirror. But kids, you know how your parents say that we're all unique and we have special gifts we can contribute to the world to make it a better place? 3 people. What do you tell your kids? What do you tell them? What do you text them? I think it's so funny people text their kids. I just imagine my mom texting me, "This is gonna hurt you more than it hurts me." She gave me some advice. She said, point in life is to cultivate your strengths and minimize your weaknesses. And work really hard at the things you're good at. One day you can get on a comedy show in Provo. And my special gift is I can do impersonation of anybody with cerebral palsy. Go ahead, yell someone out. Obama, Michael Jackson. Can we do someone that's Katy Perry? All right, I heard John Wayne. All of those were very complicated. All right, here we go. John Wayne with cerebral palsy. Hello there, pilgrims. Please don't clap for that. That's really stupid. I had a good day on the internet. I tried something new. I Googled Yahoo. Okay, let's explain that one. Yahoo's a search engine and Google's a search engine, so if you search for a search engine, that's hilarious. It's like dialing 411 for the number for 411. And everyone under 30 has no idea what I'm talking about. We don't need 411, we have the internet. The internet changes everything. Like, people don't even have malls anymore. When I was a kid, I worked in the mall. I loved the mall. Like, the stores they had. They had this one store called the Petite Sophisticate. Have you ever heard of Petite Sophisticate? It was a woman's clothing store. I'm thinking this store kind of takes some women off, because what if you're not petite or sophisticated? Where do you go? Yeah, I went to Chunky Lethargic today. Got me some sweatpants and a coloring book. They put a dollar store in the mall, so now they let you use a credit card at the dollar store. Really? How poor do you have to be that you're financing things at the dollar store? Gee, I really want that sponge. I've only had 43 more cents. So I'm in the store and the lady tries to convince me to get the dollar store card. She's like, hey, if you get the card today, you get 10% off. Today's purchase. I'm like, wow, I get a whole dime back? She's like, I don't know. Yeah, it's good to know no child has been left behind. Having kids is weird. Like traveling with them, take my kids all over the place. Last summer we went to the National Zoo. That was a lot of fun. They love Curious George, so they want to go see the chimpanzees. And my 4-year-old's in his no phase, where everything's no. You'd be like, you want to see the monkeys? No. Want to see an elephant? No. Want some candy? No. Want a hot dog? No, 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 no. I feel like I'm dating this kid, right? So the day we were there, we couldn't find the chimpanzees. They were missing out of the National Zoo. And in fact, half the animals are no longer in the National Zoo. I was like, wow, even the animals won't have jobs anymore. Come to find out the chimpanzees are in Bangladesh making iPhones, so. Oh, come on, you can't get offended by that. That's not a real sentence. First of all, chimpanzees don't make iPhones because they're not people. And second, we make iPhones in China because Apple's an American company. I mean, they're $1,000. I think we can afford to have a grown-up build one, right? Okay, I guess it's gonna get me fired too. Kids, I teach my kids about making fun of, we make fun of each other. I'm very self-deprecating. Like, even in my show, I'm very self-deprecating. People from Wyoming think that means I poop my pants. This guy deprecates all day long. He must have a big backyard. And then it bothers people when I make fun of myself. I used to do a bunch of colleges. For years I've done hundreds of colleges. And then it stopped because the kids stopped laughing. They thought I was being mean. And this lady comes up to me after a show. She's like, hey, they don't like how you make fun of yourself. They think you're being a bully. I'm like, a bully? Bully to who? You're bullying yourself. I'm like, that's not a real thing. That's called self-improvement. In order to get better, you gotta recognize what's wrong. So I try to teach my kids. Like, most of the time, bullies are really, their material is very poorly written, so. Someone will be like, you call me fat. I'm like, well, are you fat? He's like, no. I'm like, well, why do you care? He called me stupid. I'm like, you were at school. The other day, he said that your dad needs to get a real job. I was like, wow, that's actually offensive. You tell that kid that your dad's going to use that joke in his comedy special. I like talking to my kids about history. Because when you tell a little kid history, it's like first time they ever heard the story, and the reactions were hilarious. Like he was telling my kids about Thanksgiving a couple months ago, and they're like, "What's the deal with Thanksgiving?" I'm like, "Oh, Thanksgiving, the Pilgrims came to America, and they didn't know how to have any food or any place to live, so the Indians taught them how to hunt and farm and build houses." And my kids are like, "Wow, that's really nice of them. What happened to the Indians?" We got rid of them. Why did we do that? Because they didn't eat their vegetables. Yeah, don't let me tell you about George Washington not brushing his teeth. All right, well, we gotta get out of here soon. I want to be famous. I want to be as famous as Albert Einstein. You guys know who Albert Einstein is? He's the guy who invented the bagel, him and his brother. Now, Albert Einstein figured out how the universe works, right? He figured out that space and time are woven together, energy and matter are interrelated. And while doing all this great discovering, his wife divorced him because he didn't have enough time at home. Which says a lot about marriage. It says no matter what you're working on, you still got to honor your wife, right? I just would love to see the argument, you know, like, Albert, where you been at, Albert? What you been doing, Albert? Sorry, honey, I've been at the office working on the universe. It's a really big project. You got big projects around here, Albert. That trash you're gonna take out itself, Albert. I'm like, oh, sorry, I forgot the trash, honey. We're working on black holes. They're really consuming. What have you been doing? I've been doing lots of stuff, Albert. I've been scrapbooking. I remodeled the bathroom, Albert. You weren't here to help me pick out tile. You don't love me. You should be more like Amber's husband. Amber's husband's home every night at 5 o'clock. That man loves his family. Amber's husband buries horses for a living, hon. Can't do that when it gets dark out. You think you're so smart. I'm no Einstein, baby. So tell me, Albert, what have you figured out about this so-called universe of yours? What have you figured out? Well, we figured out a lot of things, but the first thing we figured out was it doesn't revolve around you. Yeah. Bad move. Because when he finally won the Nobel Prize, he had to give all the money to his ex-wife. Because that's how the universe works. And you guys were a lot of fun. Thanks so much.